Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind. That is your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Today guys, I'm going to be going over the latest episode of The Chi season 7 episode number 2. As late as I am, I'm going to try my best to get through this recap as quick as possible, okay? That means minimum screenshots, all right, guys? Because you've seen the episode, so you already know what it is, all right, guys? Let's get into it, okay? So, in this episode, and also the episode is called The Fallout, I believe. Not sure who the heck fell out, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so in this episode, guys, we see that Alicia is super excited that Tiffany is pregnant. So she springs into action for her new heir to the throne by having Tiffany move in and giving her the lounge to take over. Meanwhile, we have Keisha, who tells Emmett that Tiff is pregnant, and definitely, he feels some type of way about it, which was a little weird to me because he over here playing house with Keisha and he got her pregnant. So I don't know what the issue is here. Okay, guys, like, you still have feelings left? Anyway, later on, we see that Emmett does not have a handle on the kids at all, okay? What makes it worse is that he has them running around the restaurant. Like, make them sit down in the back somewhere. Or put them to work or something, like have EJ or Cassius watch Ronnie and let the other one go bust some tables or something. Like, make it happen, my goodness. Anyway, we know what happens, right, guys? Ronnie gets hurt and winds up breaking his little arm. So now they're at the hospital and Nuck is upset, of course, and he's like, I need to know if my son's going to be safe around you and stuff like that. So they kind of get into it for a second, and I admired how Emmett stood his ground and told Nuck not to tell him to lower his voice, okay? Anyway, they squash things later on, and Emmett tells Nuck that Tiff is pregnant. And this makes Nuck feel really bad because he's already having some type of convictions about the things he's done, especially what he did to Rob. And we saw him talking to Pastor Crook about this earlier, and I ain't gonna lie, guys, for a crooked pastor, he was dropping some good stuff on Nuck, okay? He tells Nuck that he needs to change his behavior if he wants to see a change, right? Nuck tells him that he can't lose a certain side of him, which is the demon side, or that dark place that he goes to when he has to kill someone. So the pastor tells Nuck that if he gets closer to God, he might be able to lose that dark side, okay? Later on, after he finds out that Tiff is pregnant, Nuck tells the pastor about it, and when the pastor asked how he felt, Nuck said it made him feel like a monster. Anyway, guys, moving on, but staying on Pastor Crook for a minute, one of Jake's little hoes sees First Lady Tatiana, aka Fatiana, calling him. So she puts it on blast all over social media. Papa points out that it's crazy that folks are praising Jake while the First Lady gets dragged. And he's right, guys, it is messed up, but that is how it's always been, okay? Let's go way back into the day, okay? There was a woman in the Bible who was brought to Jesus and before a crowd, right? Because she was caught in the act of adultery. So the law said that she was supposed to be stoned. So Jesus says he, without sin, should cast the first stone. Now, I bring this up to say that this woman was caught in the act of adultery in which she did not act alone, right? So where the heck was the man in all this? And why wasn't he brought before the crowd to be stoned as well? Something to think about, right, guys? Anyway, thank God for Jesus who protected that woman, okay? Anyway, so now the pastor is upset, of course, because Fatiana got them out here looking crazy in a whole scandal. So we got Pastor Rotimi giving some advice on how to handle things, stand by your wife and all. Now, all I gotta say about this is watch out for Pastor Crook, guys, because Tatiana want to get at Rotimi next, okay? So, you saw it all in her nasty demeanor. Also, before I forget, guys, Nuck shows up to the lounge offering Tiff some help. She had the only attitude about it, and she refused his help at every turn until he opened the door that Vic couldn't get open for her, okay? So now, Nuck is telling Tiff to call her if she needs anything else. And I'm like, brother, just stay away, because even though you're trying to clear your guilty conscience, you're moving like a snake, right? Just simply off the fact that you know what you did. So if you get close to Tiff and she finds out that you deleted Rob, you're gonna look like a complete monster. So just stay the freak away. Like, don't complicate things, please. You know what I'm saying? But guys, this is TV, so they will. And they should, okay? Because we need that soup for the messy pot, okay? Now, we also see that Vic offers his services as well, and he's now the manager of the lounge. Crazy thing is, he was looking at Tiff like he wanted her and stuff, and I was like, this is interesting. Let's see where this goes, you know? Now, since we're talking about Vic, right, I have to speak about Damien, who done painted his nails black. So now Emmett wants to know if he's gay. And Damien says that he's open to trying men as well. Now let me tell you why this bothers me. It bothers me because throughout the episode we see Damien meet Bakari and kind of give him a look like he's interested in Bakari, right? Later on, Bakari asks Damien if he could read his book. And my thing is, if you want Damien to be bisexual, I'm talking about the writers now, okay, fine. Do that. But leave Bakari out of it, please. Okay? Because he's not a new character, and I just don't think we need to add that to his storyline. I just really don't. Find somebody else to be with Damien. Leave Bakari alone. Let him try to work stuff out with Lene or something like that, because it just seems to me like they're trying to like break people up to like force these new relationships and things like that in storylines. And the one thing about The Chi is that they always do too much with the storylines, and I don't like that. Like, it seems like they move Fatima out the way so that, I don't know, like Vic got his eye on Tiff, you know what I'm saying, his eyes on Tiff or whatever, like, I don't know. And then, you know, we have Bakari and Lene break up, you know what I'm saying, like, what? You got Bakari breaking up with Lene for what? So that he could be with Damien? Like, come on, just come on, okay? Anyway, moving on. Papa tells Kenya about Zay's death, and she wants to leave The Chi. Okay, we also see that Maisha is leaving The Chi as well to join Kevin, and I guess they're moving characters out the way for new storylines, you know, like I said, y'all, okay? Whatever. Anyway, quick sidebar, guys. I was loving when Alicia said to Tiff, "I'm an icon. You should take notes and be grateful I'm taking you under my wing." I was like, yes, honey, I know that's right, okay? Because that's not just Alicia talking, y'all. That applies to the Lynn Whitfield too, okay? Moving on. Tierra tells Marcus that she wants to have a baby. Marcus ain't trying to hear it. Been there, done that. So Tierra tells him that she'd rather have a child without him than be childless with him. So they're done, right? Once again, moving things along, moving people out the way. Let's see if Tierra stays or if she ends up with another character on the show. Maybe she'll get back with Rashad because he's jealous of Bakari right now. And we know how The Chi likes to recycle relationships, okay? Just like what we're seeing with Dom and Jamal, okay? And how Emmett and Darnell were screwing her at one point. And now Jamal then moved her in his house, you know what I'm saying, without talking to Lene. He could have spoke to Lene about it, especially because of how traumatic things ended with his last girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Lene ain't no little girl. She's a whole teenager. And you can talk to her about moving somebody in. Like, it doesn't have nothing to do with, oh, I'm paying all the bills, this and that and the third. You can show kids respect as well. You know what I'm saying? You can. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. This is a post recording, guys, okay? Like, I have to say this and then plug it into the video because I totally forgot. Like, I had more to say on the whole Tiara and Marcus situation, and as I'm editing, I'm realizing that I didn't go into detail and really tell you how I felt about it. So I feel like this could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got to go through heartbreak and all of that with this breakup. Y'all done caught feelings. Y'all love each other and all of that. But now you got to break up because you didn't discuss something that was very, very important in the beginning of the relationship. Like, that's one thing that when you get involved with somebody, you need to ask them, do they want children? Do they want to get married? Like, these are the make or break type of things, right? These are like deal breakers. Like, you are not supposed to continue on in a relationship without knowing somebody's status or thoughts on children and marriage. Like, what? That was stupid, and it just wasted Tiara's time, to be honest, and Marcus's time at the end of the day. And he's freaking old enough and experienced enough to know better and should have asked the question. She was stupid to think that because he has a child that he automatically wants another one. Like, girl, bye. And the whole relationship, bye, because y'all just clearly started off on the wrong foot. Okay. So the episode ends with Rotimi preaching the Sunday sermon, and Pastor Crook was not happy at all. Okay, guys, he was all shifting in his seat and everything, and I'm like, why are you so jealous or worried? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be happy that this man is preaching a good sermon and holding the people's attention. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no competition. You're supposed to rejoice when the word is getting out to the people. All right. But anyway, I digress, guys. That was the episode. Let me know what you guys thought. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. I do hope that I can be there for you guys midnight, okay, on Friday, technically Saturday. All right. I'll see you. Bye-bye.